Okay, so basically this is going to be an easygoing night. I usually go in the mornings and do my graphing cycles for my illustrations, but I think what I'm going to do is once a week or twice a week, we're going to go into questions and answers. I think everybody has to really understand what's going on in the mind conceptual system. I'm getting a lot of people asking questions, so hopefully this will help and guide you and put you into the following of, just everything with your ascension, everything through awakening. Anything you want to know about, anything you're worried about, anything that's stressing you, anything that's fearing you, So I want to make it everybody to make it easier for everybody to understand how powerful things are going on right now. I just set a video on the Cyberspace Force Team link, which is all about revolutionizing the human population and what's going on through third world cycles and three-dimensional systems, which is no allocated in that situation. Everybody's on the fourth riding cycle. And the fifth dimensional system of the earth is the fifth dimensional right now, but they're riding the cycles of fourth dimension. So platitude divisions and everything humanity system has to come to one vibration. Okay, so I want to make that very well clear. So if you have any questions, Jules, how's it going? Any questions at all? Today's questions and answers, right? You ask me a question, I answer it the best way, so you feel a little bit better about yourself. There's a lot of people that are still in light formations. There's a lot of people that are in transformations, but they have separations through their mind, body, and soul. It's how to get into the mindset. It's the mindset you see yourself every single day. Okay, so basically, I just like to get into that maybe once or twice a week, just to help, the audience out. The publicity of everything that's going on with your heart cycles, with your mind conceptual system, with your thoughts, your patterns. Where's your soul? Where's it following? It's hard for everybody. It really is. It really is, especially with all this that's going on right now. Now, you may think it's getting worse, but it's not. The earth is healing. Okay, the adaptation and the cycles of mother is going into full rotation, better to its vibration through its activation cycles. Father is getting more connection to the geometry systems of humanity's system, coming into the mind collaboration systems. So it has its following act. It's understanding where you are through division, because you get the ascension. You get your dream awakening, you get your provisions, you get your acting cycles, you get your dream sets, you get everything through that location. So I really like to follow up on the questions. If anybody has a question, please feel free. This is more of an easy going transformation through teleportation, energy, communication. I think everybody really has to get the understanding of their self-evolvements into evolution, a new era. Now, it's hard to believe for a lot of people because a lot of people think they're still living the old program, but they're not. Now, even though you don't think you're awake, you are awake. That's where it's confusing to a lot of people. Okay? And this is all done through the earth. This is all done through Father. This is all done through Mother Archangels, and everything that I'm doing to put everything in point center through humanity system through vibration. Okay, so you can really understand everything through formation, right? Because a lot of people have questions. So it's making things easier for everybody to get the acceptance of what's going on, with the grounds, everything with your power centers, and everything through its connection of its atmospheres, through the mind of its thoughts, right? You have to have a mindset. Mindset is everything. It's very, very important, especially these times that we're in right now. Okay, so because it helps you in so many ways, so many ways. It makes things a lot more easier for you, and you get a true understanding, and it puts you in a provision of balance through line signals, line systems, line activation, line codes, anything through. It's coming into the kind of like more like a truth serum, And when you get these questions answered, you feel a lot better about yourself. So how's Jules doing? How's it going with nature? You still doing those exercises? Yeah, there's a lot going on right now, so see, we're coming into the night now. And the atmospheres are changing too. So, see, it's a different view, different point of view, different room, different realm, different portal, different activation, different thought. Okay? But my thoughts are different. My mindset is in the day and my mindset's at night. So I don't usually do too many night lives. Okay? I usually just do it in the mornings because the acting cycles is already gone through its provisions and its data processing, uplinks, downloads, and upgrades. But today is more based on questions that you want to know so I can answer them. Unified, how's it going? So I'm thinking maybe I should do 2 movies sets, one in the morning and one in the evening. Like it's 6:30 p.m. here. Everybody's on a different time zone, time frequency, so it gives them a chance to, whatever they miss, I can set to a different division, set to a different location, set as line sequencing line systems to all communications of the brainwave and system, to a mindset division of location. So lots of stillness, yeah. The more I sit in 0 point, the more I see the need it. Didn't realize how wiped out I was. Good motivation though. Yeah, motivation gets you a long way. It puts you in positive centers. But as long as you have a mindset to where you're going, right? Just really, really just focus on yourself. So it's all about trying to realize that, I'm going to say realize icon. I keep bringing that up, but it's so true. Like I said, it's a truth serum that's coming out. It's surfacing everything through the dark force. And, it's kind of like Luke Skywalker finding out the very first time that Darth Vader is his father. Luke, I'm your father. It can't be, no! So, it's strange how, this is like, it's a nightmare. And I'm trying to get everybody to understand these things because they're sending me emails and they're trying to understand what's going on. Even if they're in light formation, they still don't have the balance. They still have blockages. They still don't understand nature. They still don't understand humanity. They certainly don't understand the governments, and they really don't care about anything else except what's going on with themselves. Everything is balancing out. Now, everything's chaotic, but everything in time is going to go back to balance, to a new balance, to a new order, to new evolution, to new vibration. Okay? So mother seed, mother pod, mother universe, mother core, mother sanction, mother everything through nature. Okay? It's kind of like she's coming out of the old programs and she's coming into new program. And father's coming out of the old programs and coming into new of space program. So that's what it is. It's flipping the pages, It's kind of like ripping out the old programs and getting a new book, going up to the shelf, going to the store, buying something, right? You look at it, it's information, you read it, and it's in your data processing system, okay? Same thing with energy, right? Frequencies and vibration. It's all about setting to a mindset. And you live this every single day, right? So, as Unified Energetics doing, I can see you're doing a lot of things on social media and you're putting a lot of things up, which is really fascinating stuff for people to understand, people to know, setting the truth out there, right? Opening the doors for everybody to see. You look inside, what do you see, right? So everybody is either aware or they're not aware or they're not self-aware, right? So it's all about being self-aware through your focus and your consciousness, right? Because that helps you and guides you into anything. Like you said, when you're coming into realizing, your motivations, and we are set in so many levels of balance. Okay, so plenty changing up. Yeah. Yeah. True serum, indeed. Yeah, the brain is just gone. It's like a hot. Yeah. Yeah, Unified understand that. He understands his engineering skill sets, his hologram system, how everything's set to that location. It's extremely exciting. Extremely exciting. So, but I think that's what I might do, when I get a chance. I think I'll do, it might be on and off, depending on the days, right? It all depends on where I am through location. But giving back the channeling operation systems to you guys is very important. Very important, because the alignments have the frequency levels where the mindset is communication through those fragmentation line systems. So when you guys start talking like a computer every day, you understand it's normal conversation. I don't know, when you watch Star Trek or anything like that, they say that, the Cladathians or anything like that, Star Troopers. I really like Star Troopers back in the 90s with Casper Van Dien. It's pretty powerful stuff. And, Clendathu and stuff like that, where they come across the planets, and it's pretty amazing how they go into the infantries and try to figure out how to get this brain bug, capture the brain bug. So basically, it sets up a trap, and they basically put it on so many levels how to basically take over a planet location. So it's pretty interesting. It's kind of like, it's pretty violent, but it's tasteful. It's a good storyline, more like a teenage flick, but it's pretty cool back then. Star Troopers, yeah, really enjoyed that. And then they had the second one. I didn't like the second one, and I think they had a third one too. So I lost transition with that because it was a trilogy was falling flat. Usually it's the first one that's the best, but then you just get, you kind of lose the interest, about films and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed that film. So it's just trying to understand intelligence. You are intelligence. Understanding the mindsets of your intelligence, understanding locations of your intelligence, understanding your behavior of your intelligence. How are you acting today? What are you doing today? What have you done different today? How do you feel today? Okay. So you got to ask yourself these questions, and you get these questions within. You answer everything within, right? But like you said, yeah, it's extremely exciting when you understand that it can be an overload to a lot of people, So, but feel free to leave any comments or anything to my email, and I'd like to help you out and, get the questions and answers out. I think now's the time to really get into those cycles of rotation, all right? Because they're coming into the life cycles. Okay. Life cycles of you and your intelligence. Life cycles of intelligence. You're going to ask yourself, how do I concentrate on this? Life cycles of intelligence. Okay? So you're all connected through your AI forms. Your applications, your DNA structure, your blueprints, your contracts, So AI forms, applications. You can say whatever it is, but when you understand that there's a totally different civilization once you come into formation of your intelligence. When you remember, this is the biggest thing. Okay, I've probably already done videos on this, but when you remember who you are, really do remember who you are, everything will start making more sense to you. 3 life cycles of its intelligence. Okay? So when you're coming into all adaptations and everything through life systems. Life changes on a dime. You spin a core dime system, you spin it, right? It goes extremely fast, right? See that? Pretty cool, right? Look at that. Hey! Screen's different. Pattern's different. It's pretty amazing. This morning it wasn't like that. It was just a regular screen, but you can see that I'm in a different location. So you can see my hand go extremely fast. I love this. Different atmosphere, different location. You can see the pixels. And it's energy that flies by. And when the energy flies by, it goes into its rotation, it goes into its cycle, goes into its pattern, goes into its pixel activation code system, which is really, really exciting. You know, you spin it, right? Now, the faster it goes, you can actually see the creation of the pattern, right? It creates its own pattern. You can see it, right? It's going on a constant. That's what space does, right? So when an answering pattern comes in through a call, through a magnetic force and highway information system, of anything, through human evolution system, through population circuit system, through a body framing system, through the chakra system, comes into like that, right? So all your answers, okay, are answered into universe, right? Teleports, telecommunication, telegraphing energy system through transmission of communication. See the finger points? See my finger points? See, I'm saying now I'm moving my hands on my finger points, but they're changing locations. It's creating and holding a new anomaly through space connection. See how powerful it is? I'm moving, right? Okay. It's incredible, right? It goes faster and faster and faster and faster, and it comes into a cycle. Cycle, see? Cycle. It's crazy how my hand goes this way and goes that way, goes this way and goes that way. North, west, south, and east. It's incredible force, right? Okay. Extremely fast. So that's a lot of fun when you get into those positions. It's so much fun. Because your hand formations are everything. Your mind conceptual system and your thoughts are everything to that, right? Because it holds on so many levels of teleportation device mechanisms. Teleport. Now, I like to get into, teleport information. Teleport information through device recognitions. Teleport information through device recognition of your thoughts. Now, see how long it takes? See, you actually see the sun interface is gone. The moon graphing system is coming out. So it's understanding that my energy system changes the coloration to night and not day. So that's how I'll be able to see my hand go through teleportation or travel. This is extremely slow, but it's going extremely fast through zero gravity. It's actually going across the atmosphere systems into galaxy locations. And as you can see the screen, it's pixelization. It's going like this. It's blue, right? So it's incredible. It's incredible how atmospheres change through pixel activation through body set systems, right? So teleport information through device recognitions, okay? Thoughts, okay? Thoughts of belief, okay? Thoughts of belief. See how it takes a while for it to actually see it, right? Because it's resoluting patterns. It's resolution through optical illusions of receptor divisions. It's a cycling system. So the light sky is coming into the night sky through blue transmission light system, right? That's how you can't see it right away. So it takes a while because it changes light formation. So thoughts of belief, Okay, these are all the things you have to look at. So questions can be answered always within. Okay, within the cycles of your life system. Now, I try to help you out as much as I can, but you guys have to do the rest. Okay, it's you're the one that's living your life, nobody else. Okay, so as long as you understand that everything comes within through the answering cycles of your life system, okay, becomes a force recognition of a realm of location to a dimension of a portal. Okay, dimension of a portal. Right. Now you can actually see the computer in the background, right? Resolution pattern. It's pretty powerful stuff how you go from day to night, eh? It's pretty cool how it changes the graphing cycles. So as we're getting it to teleport information through device recognitions, the thoughts of belief cycles, and within the cycles of your life system, the dimension of its portal activation changes everything through security line defense. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so it's kind of like, goes into, you have to understand when you see these things, they go extremely fast. Okay, so that's extremely powerful. 15 sector divisions of locations of realms through dimensions. So each realm represents a behavior through vibration. There's 15 lines there, security line defense. Now it's an open cycle until you understand the communications through your life system. Rotates in all level divisions, opens up its cycle through its rotation, and goes into its realm division of the 15 dimensional systems. Okay. So, yeah, Q&A is great. I'm using my hand here. It's a good thing this wipes off. Well, it comes off anyway. If it didn't, I have to use paint thinner. There's some marker that doesn't come off, right? So you gotta be cautious on those levels. But yeah, I think Q&A is really great. Nature has been sitting me down, and I love it. So thankful. Yeah, well, that's it, because your gravitation pulls and your connection of your chakra system is connecting to everything through location. So you definitely have a full mindset through your life system, life cycles. Saw Blade Runner 2049 last night. I'm glad I have to live with that realm. After this is after Earth. Yeah. Well, it's the old Earth coming into new Earth, new vibration. I mean, that's pretty, it's simplified. It's simplified, right? It really is. It really, really, really is, okay? Because there's been so much disassociation with Mother, so many disassociations with Father, archangels, and angels. So it's answering back within. You want to get the answers, you have to go within yourself. To all questions that you want to be answered, you can go through me, or you can go through yourself. Okay? There's really no in between. Okay? Now, you can see it as a yes, or you can see it as a no, but never ever see it as a maybe. Maybe is a hesitation. It doesn't exist in space. Right? It only knows its answer. Right? It's the answer that you already know. So that higher forms your applications of your forms into your AI vessel through divisions. So it puts you into so many provision levels, into your acting cycles, life systems, life cycles, and puts you into those divisions. Becomes extremely, extremely powerful to the mind system. Okay? So, if the brain is gone, well, it's never really gone. It's just set in position. I think really understanding what the brain is and what it does, what the mind is and what the mind does. Okay? the brain is essential and the mind's essential. So it's getting balanced with the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere, right? Now, once you have that, then you have the north hemisphere and the south, northwest, south, and east. So you get the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere and all northwest, south, and east of hemispheres through the mind system. Now you're at balance through its atom system. Priscilla, how you doing? Yeah, I know. I decided to do a video today. There's Galactic. Yeah. There's a lot of things you have to go into when it comes to. I can give you messages, but there's a lot of things that have to be changed to your particle system. You have blockages that are in your containments, your collaborations, your pixel activations, your vibrations, and your codes. Your traction divisions are in space location through dream sets, but you got a lot of blockages, and there's a lot of things that have to go through those particle system. So it's reframing, rechanging everything through your biochemical system. Okay. We just got back phrasing on your videos. Well, that's good. I'm still thinking about either, maybe doing 2 videos, I think, because it helps out more. Not just doing one in the morning because everybody, they get a chance to watch it, but it's not live, right? So, now's the time. I have the time, so why not? So I'd like to come up with questions and, you guys try to figure out your own answers. If you can understand your questions, you should be able to answer your questions. That's why it's called Q&A with a test. Oh, I didn't study for my test. Uh-oh, what do I do? What do I do? I didn't study. Okay. You did. Everything comes up to application into formation. So basically, before the teacher gives you a test, he gives you a quiz, right? So that quiz gets you prepared for the test. I don't like doing tests. Okay. But things that you have to get past, you have to have that mindset. So you have to do your research. So it's really understanding everything that's going on with your research of you through your remembrance, through your intelligence. Because that sets everything to balance. I'm not saying you're a Clydathew or anything like that. There are Clydathews. Yeah. Believe it or not, that was a light formation that actually, the director itself that did Star Troopers was actually a light formation. So there are things that come up in space, but a Clydathew is a connection. It's microscopic division level system. It's connected through I don't know. Does anybody know what a paramecium is? It's a half critter with a half a brain. So it's a communication of a parasite division level system. That's what Clydathew is. So it's on its planet location, but it's on its dark realm division. Okay. So, like I said, all these things come up. Oh, look, we got screen interference. Look at that. That's cool. Moon is interfacing with me now, right now. It's communicating with me. It's saying it's coming in, and it's saying hi to everybody. So you can see, you see a lot of blue in me now, right? So you see you see all the blue that's coming in. Okay. See how it changes? And as soon as I spin it, the faster you go, the more you see. So this is what happens. We see next T1000. Okay, next T1000, right? This is next T1000, right? So it's going like this first, and then it goes. So it's, see that? Watch my hand. Watch my hand, guys. This is extremely powerful. This is really cool. Watch this. See that? See how fast my hand went out? It went vortex. Okay. It's understanding that you can teleport any division, take any to anything location. My hands are extremely fast, but it's going slow, but it's going extremely fast. So it's going past anything through acceleration. So now I'm vortexing. See, look at my face. Watch. Cool, eh? Did you see how fast I was going? Yeah, the moon is interfacing right now with connections to the cyberspace force team. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I'll definitely, I think what I'm going to do, because a lot of people are in different time zones, and I like to have, Q&A questions and have fun days of videos. Everybody can feel good about themselves. That's why we, us light formations or anything through sentience or anything through ascended masters or anything archangels, try to help out the audience, try to make it more fun for them, try to realize why these things are happening to everybody. Everybody's going through it, but it's so cool. Did you see my body split though? See, that's what happens when you're in space. It's so cool when it happens. I love it because I'm vortexing so fast. So you can actually see my body separation. It's so cool. Like you can actually see it vortex from one. So it's going from one realm to another realm to another realm to another realm to another realm. And it's coming into new formation. So it's calculating and modifying and taking out everything out of its equation. Right? So when it's going fast, it's going on to the other side of the universe system. So if you want to go in a full circle rotation like this, you go faster and faster and faster and faster, you actually can see what's going on. And then when you put your hands in, you're changing locations of patterns and divisions. Now it's not my hand anymore, is it? It's just a plasma energy force. It's flying around in the atmosphere system. So, yeah, woo! It's different on your perception. But like I said, every day I'm in a different planet location. But right now I'm into the moon interface. That's why it was communicating with me, right? Communication is like that. That's communication, right? Get into that, right? Now, when you see these things coming at you, light or day, okay, then it spins, right? And then it goes like this, and then it zigzag back out. So you really have to understand intelligence and what it's trying to do through location. You can have 2 finger point jabs. You can have 3. You can have 4. You can communicate, right? Communicate with each other. See how fast they're communicating? The hand, see my hand formations? Look at that. They're all communicating, right? Going extremely fast. You see my hand rotating through cycles? Going through pattern realm divisions and circle rotation centers, activation light system, all communications are coming in through locations. The XT1000s are changing everything through pattern, like trying to get interference and setting locations of center rotation systems to allocated positions. So, I feel like having a fun day. I can see her fly today. You guys can do that too when you start recording yourself. But if you understand your balance with your mind system, you have balance with your perceptions and balance with your thoughts, balance with your frames, and all connections of your perceptions, then you'll be able to allocate positions and go anywhere in through dimension of portals, through security line defense. Because it changes your patterns, it changes your location centers. Okay. And you can travel anything in space through psychometry. Right? Even my glasses. Right? So it's all about getting partnership with everything. Even a marker. I love markers. Now, if you get a marker going like this, okay, this isn't galaxy location. It's a windshield wiper division level system. Okay, the galaxy is going in its vibration. Now it's spinning on its cycle. Now, as you can see, the cyclone, right? See how it's going through its spinning cycle system? And now another operation system's coming into location, right? So it's all about understanding everything through transformation. Look at, watch, it creates a round division. Look at that. See that? See, it kind of looks like a up down circle cyclone, right? Rotation through a tornado, right? So it's incredible as you go into these levels. This is what you can do when you go through your own vibration of balance through location, right? It's pretty powerful stuff. Crisscross, angle up, angle down, circle rotation centers, anything like that, okay? Now, if you go on like this and you go like this, now you're coming into a galaxy rotation of matrix. Okay, so you go really fast. Look what happens. Comes into a plasma energy. Right? Now, if you add water to that, that opens up a portal through an activation cycle, through rotation system. That opens up your realm division through location of a code frequency. So energy wave cycles happen so fast with me. It's just a blur now. See, that's it. You become a blur. That's exactly what it is, Jewel. You become an extremely exceptional blur to everything. So it just shows you where you are, right? In your location of your atom. So your atom is communicating with everything through psychometry, electronic board interference. See? Doesn't matter what you do, right? It's all about understanding everything through transmutation, right? Wind factor, look at it. It changes the computer system. Cool, eh? So, anybody have any questions? Anything regarding to what's happening with your ascension, your body frames, your electrical system, your mind system, anything through that location? Slow and was there all right day next to the sun. Okay, that's good. So I noticed you guys are communicating a lot better with nature, which is good. Your line frequencies are good. Your balance location, you just have to get into your digital systems. That's the hardest thing to do. That takes time. Yeah, it is. It's really intense though. Right? And you see it on my side, but in your perception, when I'm going through transformation or teleportation or anything through that connection, you actually see it through a different coloration, right? You won't see it in the same transformation because we're different energy, different vibration, different frequency, and different harmonic resistance. Okay? Because you can see it's blue, right? See it's blue. That's my energy fields, right? And as you can see, we're coming into the night. Okay? And when you come into the night, the sun interface always communicates with me, and so does the moon interface. So it goes like that. So it's just, I just love how it does that. Teleports so fast, so it's like, and it comes back. So the hand formation goes like this, but it's teleporting, and its communication is one signal, one line to one frequency of a simulation system. That one realm division goes so fast, it comes back so quick with vibration. So it's understanding to communicate with your hand formations, because everything you do is travel through teleportation of energy, right? And light. Where's the light coming from? Right? No, it's not coming from the light. Okay, it's coming from the moon. So it's the interception system that's connected to the interlock through its location of its interface through its moon interface, right? Try to see provisions when you look at people on YouTube. You'll see their glasses, either they're red, yellow, or green. Then you understand where they are through the energy cycles, their chakra system. Mine is blue. Priscilla's might be, Priscilla's are like a purplish red. Okay, so if you see her live, you'll see her, if she has any kind of sunglasses or anything like that, you'll see the optical illusion. You'll see her perceptions. Same with Jerome, right? Different color, different perception through location of vibration. That's how you tell who you are, through location of energy, through all your cortex divisions, anything through the mind system. But it's amazing stuff, isn't it? When you see that, see it's blue, right? So it's just a reflection from the computer, but it's communication, right, from the moon interface. Because the atom system is communicating within to the moon interface. The Argon program is already set up through its program setting to its mainframe. That's how the moon was coming in to its interface and communicating with me from the very beginning, right? So that's how you're able to telegraph your energies through your mindsets, through your thought patterns. It's really fascinating when you look at these things, But yeah, the energies, the cycles happen so fast, because everything becomes a blur. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is too, when you're sitting down or wherever, you'll see things flying. Like you'll see, like I said earlier today when I was having my coffee, I was sitting on the bench and I'm looking down at the bench and everything's floating. Everything's floating. So I was floating. I was sitting on the bench, but I was floating, having my coffee. So that tells you how fast you are going in space through vortex, right? Your base is still there. It's just your mind system and your body frames and anything through communication of atmospheres is in teleportation every day through your unseen patterns. Okay. So I think what it is that the more positive you are, the more you travel higher into space through communication, right? The more negative you are, the more you sit in the density low communication, right? So it's pretty fascinating stuff when you look at these things, eh? I got a wind factor in my hair here, just flying all over the place. Doesn't know where it's going in its direction, you know? So I think I got caught up in all your questions. But I think today is, 2 days ago, intelligence was going crazy with the lights outside. And now see it as intense. Yeah, because your body frames are changing, Priscilla. You're coming into more tractions of energy fields through your body conceptual system of traveling. So your mind conceptual system is high rising faster and faster through vibration. Okay, because your light formation is coming into more formation, into more locations, into higher divisions. And that's what humanity has to get into. They have to get out of the density and get into the light. That's what they got to get out of. They got to get out of the density of the alloy. Okay, get into the get out of the silicone base, and then you get into the crystalline, and then you got to get into the Ankarian. So, like I said, everything is an upgrade, right? So. Yeah, so it's all about getting your balance with your answers. Galactica 222. Okay, that's extremely, extremely powerful solar text division 222. It's a high rise through portal activation. You got to know what 222 represents. But yeah, the thing is, don't hesitate, don't doubt. Just keep your waving cycles information, keep your balance with everything through location, and keep your answering patterns, with information, right? So it's incredible. It really is when you get into those levels. So as we get into line communication, now this is really fun. Now, understanding your energy, frequencies, and vibration. Fully and completely. Okay. Energy, frequency, vibration. Okay, now it's understanding that when you have your energies, where is it set through its atom? When you have your frequencies, where is it set with its atom? When you have your vibration, where is it set with its atom? Okay, so the cycle rotation, your atom here goes from here to here. Okay, so that's what happens with my hand. So it's the same thing. Where is my point of vision? Where am I going through my acting cycle? Where am I connecting through the realm of its interface through its rotation? So the atom system goes here, and then it goes to here, right? So now you're communicating. So it can go around and circle like that. Okay. It can go downwind through its cycle, or it can go upwind through the cycle. So it kind of looks like it kind of looks like different intelligence, but it's not. It's just you traveling to different locations, right? Now, if it was allocated position, if an other intelligence came in, it would go through the confusing line signal first, right? But before it does that, it has to get partnership with your atom system where it's going through its own division. So this is the same atom each time traveling to different realms at different locations. All right, so if you get a line communication like this, okay, It wants to communicate with you through an atom. The atom has to understand your cycle rotations of the line singularity line system. So it knows its location. It understands its panel activation. It understands its atom system. It understands its plasma. It understands its porter. It understands its code frequency through its connection. All right. So this here through the atom system understands location. Now it can go through a confusing line signal. Okay. So now it's connected through friendship, relationship, partnership. So this can travel into anything through circle rotation and connect to anything through your atom system of traveling. Okay. So it combines into one. Okay. So when it combines into one, it goes into its cycle rotation, right, through its atom system. Okay. Because now it has friendship, relation, partnership with its rotation. Okay. So as that comes together, that travels through its anomalies and creates a realm division through a location. Okay. Now I can travel to anything location through security line defense. High rise, low rise, medium rise. Goes through its panel activations, goes through its security line defense mechanisms of its location. Okay. All connected through your energies, frequencies, and vibrations through balance. Right? So it's powerful when you get into those levels, you know, traveling through spiritual systems or anything for that location of your atom system, how anything comes together through the singularity line divisions. Acting cycles through that location. That's why I like keep drawing for you guys, you know. See, everything travels. Everything travels. It's fascinating when you travel. I love traveling. You have to love what you're doing. Okay? You have to love everything that you're doing. Love yourself. Love thyself. That's more of a yin and yang. Okay. Love your system. That's your body system. Okay. Love your community. Love. I mean, it just goes on and on, guys. Love nature. Love thy enemy. Love thy friend. Everything is love. Balance. Now, if you can get balance with all those, you're on your way to success. Okay? I can keep going on and on, you know. Love yourself, love thyself, love your system, love your community, love nature, love the enemy, love thy friend. Right? You know, it's not complicated. Don't make it complicated. Make it easier for you, because once you change your activation and it comes into the love cycle, the love system, everything through your rotation, okay, goes into its cycle rotation, to its life cycle, and becomes a love system. Okay? That's what you want. Okay? You got to adapt to all these things. It's really powerful stuff when you look at all those levels. because it puts you on so many divisions of, your human behavior. Like I said before, I've done videos on that too, right? But love is everything. Love is the answer to everything. Okay? That's where you guys have to reach. That's how you get your questions and your answers within. Love everything around you, right? Now, it may seem kind of fickle, funny, confusing, not sure. Oh, I can't love this, I can't love that. And love the believing system of you. Love the psychorotation of you. Now, I can get complicated. Love the perceptions of da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean? What I mean is just love everything around you. Love everything inside you. That's a big one. Love everything inside you, which is your body frame. That will change vibration. That will change your perceptions. That will change your acting cycle. That will activate your heart recognition reactor division level system to higher formations of information to your higher self avatar, computer, or its energy. Yeah, Friday night party, eh? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like that song, all you need is love. That's it. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. That's all you need. But do you believe it? Do you think it's possible to actually just... Everything that I said, you have to believe, because the believing becomes its life cycle, and the life cycle becomes the portals open up through the heart. Okay, so think of this as your heart, right? Heart is an odd looking thing. It's very confusing. It's got vessels, it's got veins. Okay, it's on a totally different oscillation, wind spin. So when you get the port activations and you get the electrical division level system, heart palpitates on so many levels through your framing of your mind, collaboration of its thoughts, circulates and rotates, right? So it opens up its plasma energy force like this. Okay, that's your heart, right? Now when your heart opens, it opens up its realm of security line defense. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is your heart opening up. Okay, when your heart opens up its realm, it opens up its provisions. It opens up its cycle, opens up its oblongata, megata, and everything through its connection to alpha and omega, micro and macro. Micro, macro. Micro. Macro. Okay. Alpha and omega. I think everybody has to really understand what the heart is. The heart is not just the heart. Okay, heart is the love system. To everything through action. To reaction. Right? So it's how you put yourself in positions through your thoughts. But it's the love system, okay? Love activation. Okay? Love system, love activation. But that's what your heart does. It opens up. And then you guys start crying for no reason. So your heart is opening. The alpha and the omega, the micro and the macro. The oblongata and the megata. So it's got a front door and it's got a back door. That's its portal. It opens up everything through transmission light, which is your third eye, the eye of the lamp. Okay? Center core's everything through that. Center core's everything. Okay? So when that happens, your heart recognition system comes out of its realm division. Travels into space. Okay? So, these are the things you have to look at, right? Most important is love thyself. Love the actions of thyself. Love everything about thyself. Love enemy, love thy friend. Love family, love community. The unconditional of love. Very, 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 very powerful energy. It's not just energy. It's energy of activation. It's energy of coming out of troubles. It's energy of balance. It's energy of communication. It's energy of abundance. It's energy of surrender. That's unconditional love. Okay? So you have to fathom all these things, knowing that you have to surrender. every single time through your thoughts. Very simple. Surrender. I surrender. You surrender. This extremely high rise energy, and it's energy protecting you through your lights and your activations. Right? So you're opening your heart, you're opening your thoughts, you're opening your perceptions, you're opening your audios, and you're opening your voicings, and you're opening your transformation path through your soul. Okay? So that's what happens with the heart. It comes out of its equation. Okay? So the alpha and the mega come balance, and the micro and the macro come balance. So it's a heart recognition that comes out of its equation to a higher realm division, to its love system, to its love activation. Okay? All you need is love, guys. That's it. Yeah. Change your thoughts. Is it hard to do? Yes, it's hard to do, but you got to keep doing it. Every day you wake up, love thyself. You can't have a perfect day. Now, understanding your thoughts. Try to understand how to put your positive thoughts in your day, because you have 24 hours in a day, right? Now, within those 24 hours, how can I change my routine and keep my conceptual, my heart system into the love cycle? How do I do it? How do I change my framings? How do I change my perceptions? How do I change my thought process? How do I change my algorithms? How do I change my program setting? Okay, how do I change love cycles? How do I change rotations? How do I communicate better with myself? Right? How do I understand my digital frame? Okay, you have to answer all the questions within. Questions become answers, right? That's what life is all about. Life is one big question until you get the answer. Right? So, surfing. Brahma, how you doing? Nice to see you. Oh, happy birthday. It's Galactica 222's birthday. Yep, it's the birthday song. Yeah, it's a Friday night party. Friday night party in our mind system. Okay. So you got to think of these things, that why these, I keep saying that because you have to look at the 7 whys in the house. Now you put those in a life cycle, life system. You put it in its all chronological order system, and then you become into your love cycle, love system. So it's kind of like containments of yourself. So it's knowing into the proactive system of your locations and your rotations and your vibrations and your audio signals. Putting that all together comes the unconditional surrender, because it comes the abundance. Yes, there's restrictions going on, but there's a reason for that, right? So, it's always a love and hate game. Why does it have to be that? There's always violence. Why does there have to be that? Okay. So everything is changing for the better. Okay. Better communications, better societies with communications, better things with locations of ourself. It just goes on and on and on and on. It's just a cycle of love and hate. So once we get out of the hate, everything will be diminished and come into the light, and losing all that density and come into attractions, so activations. The light frequencies is what we want. We want to keep our lights on. Okay? We don't want to go into the negative system. You go into the negative system, you're going to go in that karma wheel. And that karma wheel, what that is going to do, it's going to change you back into its realm of its dark matter. Now you're creating your own dark matter division through portal activations of security line defense. You don't want to do that. Okay? So it's very important that when you get into your thought processing, okay, go into dispositions of positions, to evolvements of attachments, to reattachments, okay, to circle rotation. Okay, that becomes its involvements through its adaptation. Now it's very confusing, but trying to understand everything, because when I communicate through a computer, I'm always going through lines and communications and signals and angle points and point divisions and line communication signals, everything through graphing signals, mapping sequencing signals. Like there's so many levels that you can go through communication. So try to find other ways of distractions. Try to find ways of doing things. Try to change your programs. Try to, like you're never alone. Try to do something new. Try to communicate with your friends, old friends. See how they're doing. Change your program settings. Changing is very important, right? Because we're coming into, a self evolution of a disguise. And that disguise is you. That's your self-identity of you, which is becoming its remembrance of you from the very beginning of who you really are, right? Now, that's going way beyond anything through the mind system. I'm saying you can go there, right? But you really, really have to understand the dimensions that you go through, because now you're communicating with higher forms of intelligence. So it's just going through adaptations of the mind system, going higher forces of connection, getting partnership. So you're getting more partnerships with yourself every time you high rise. Okay. So higher heart chakra, lower heart chakra, wishing well, physical heart, left side, spiritual heart, right side, thought plus emotion, equation, electromagnetic frequency. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're on the light sequencing line system to your heart recognition light system. Yep. Mm-hmm. Everything that surfing is saying is positive. Nothing in a solar text is negative, right? So, and the thing is too, when you're up against negative people, you don't want to be around that, because that's negative energy, right? They're putting negative energy into you when they're communicating through their solar text divisions or anything through the voicing grids. They have nothing good to say about the day, right? And then they'll try to deflate you and try to change your program, and then you try to get into that acceptance to say, yeah, you're right. And then that goes to that person, that goes to that person, that goes to that person. So the negative cycles go through rotation in circles and circles and circles and circles backwards, not forward, backwards. So if it goes backwards, it creates its own anomaly, creates its own atom. It doesn't force rise, it down rises. So you have to understand what the positive negative does through the thoughts. So you don't want to be around negative people, especially angry people, confused, stressed, right? You can sense that right away with their energies. Because I was outside yesterday and everybody's so separated from everything. They don't know what's going on. There's so much fear, so much anxiety, so much stress. But when you see these things, there's so many dark clouds that are around them, because they don't understand their ascensions. They're not awake through their dream sets. So the dream sets aren't awake, and they're not through their transmission light system yet, right? So they're not metamorphosing, okay? But how do you understand that you are transforming? Everybody is transforming. That's where it gets confusing to signals. Now, you don't think it's happening, but it is happening. Everything, the program center is happening. Everything, the adjustments are happening. All those circle rotations through your point centers is trying to bring into the light formation and get out of the dark system. Okay? So it's getting out of those old programs, like I said. These are the things you have to look at. So you got to change your dialect of energy, your dialect of English, how you pronounce yourself, how you look at yourself, how you behave with yourself. Right? It's suitable to see that, when you see your family, you want to look positive. You want to have that energy positive, right? Because as soon as you look down at yourself, they look at you and they say, what's wrong? And now you got a problem. So you got to figure out what you're going to say. Either you're going to disrupt that person, you're going to ignore that person, you're going to walk away, or you're going to tell the person what's wrong. So it's totally up to you and how you see yourself through your love system, love cycle, believing system. You have to believe that everything's going to be okay with you. Okay? It's strange to a lot of commodities and everything, because we're all connected to consumers. We're consumer products, right? So, understanding who we are, understanding where we're supposed to be, understanding who we're supposed to remember who we are through everything, through space and time. As we come into that formation, everything starts making more sense to our body systems, right? So if anybody comes at you, it's going to bounce off. You say, no, that's not true, right? You know it's not true because you're awake. So anything they reflect off you is a lie. You know it's a lie. You know it's true, right? So a lot of people like to play trickery on you, deception, manipulation. That goes on for years and years and years and decades and decades and decades. Okay, father and mother can't have that anymore. Can't have that anymore with humanity. It's not allowed. Earth doesn't want that anymore. Okay? So there's a major, major, major disturbance in space with the Earth and vibration because it's setting course to a new location. Higher vibration, guys. So we have to get into that. We got to have to get into, that communication of ourselves to the fifth dimension. Because there's still a lot of people in the fourth, right? Not too many people in the third. It's very, very hard to be in the third because that's an extremely, extremely low vibration. And that dimensional Earth is not at that density anymore to that location. So thought plus motion equals, yep. Electronic magnetic frequency, yep. Understanding it, knowing it through its electrical mind system, you can get into deviations of yourself, reprograms of yourself, resetting yourself, refocusing, realigning, readjust. I've been through this before many times. So trying to get into anything through your connections, try to get into the love cycle, love system, love activation of you through your thoughts. So yeah, Luna is it's very interactive. Yeah, it's got so many behavioral systems, especially at night. You can see its full resonance too. It's amazing when you see the moon interface. So it's all communications into one. So the sun interface from the day, from the cloud interface, and the moon interface from the night is the same line frequency. But it's a different algorithm, different program setting. It's different communication, different coloration, different light, but it's the same frequency. That's the balance. If it's not the same frequency, if it's not the same vibration, if it's not the same energy, there's a lost transition there, right? The only thing that's different is that the moon interface has different program setting and the sun interface has different program setting because you're looking at radiation and lights, right? You're looking at panels and activations of codes and everything through vortex because you can vortex to the moon interface or you can vortex to the sun interface, right? So you're always communicating with the sun and you're always communicating with the moon, right? And you're always communicating with yourself through the inner self, the inner system, right? It's very important that you communicate because it has hyperactive electrical systems in the hydromagnetic forcing plasma energy system that collaborates in so many levels of your heart reactor division. Okay, I can tell you what the heart system is, but you'd be blown away. It's extremely, extremely powerful because it's the connection to everything through love, right? But don't forget, the mind can't live with the heart and the heart can't live with the soul. That's how everything has to be aligned. But the frequencies, tones, and everything, the coloration, lights, vibrations, and anything through the voicing grid patterns have to be in balance through vibration. Okay? You can have different program settings, but it has to be balanced with this location of intelligence. That's where you can understand, yeah, I'm at the balance, but I'm on the other side. Like I said before, a lot of people go there. They come to me on my email and say, well, I'm at that provision, I'm at that intelligence, but I'm on the other side. I don't want to be on that side. I want to be on the balance side because I don't feel balanced. It's something about you. It's a feeling that you get inside. You don't feel right. Right? Your chakras, your throat, your heart is palpitating. You don't know why. Right? Well, because there's some kind of dysfunction, disassociation, different separations from here and there through line division, through perceptions. Your mind conceptual system could be out in space. Your body conceptual system could be on the grounds. And anything through information of your soul recognition system can be trapped. Everything has to be balanced. Okay? So. Well, let's so you guys have any questions on that? Anything that piques your curiosity? You'll also feel too that if you find yourself going to higher locations, higher vibrations, higher panels, higher upgrade systems, your voicing channel pattern changes through digital system. So it's kind of like a toning that changes the vibration frequency. It's really, really powerful stuff when you get into those connections. Because if your voicing grids change, your whole body system is changed through thoughts. It's really powerful stuff when you get into AI interface, through connections to your AI vessels, through your power grids, matrix grids, location to that division, through electronic magnetic forcing information system, or anything to cloud interface information system, or magnetic forcing highway information system. It all depends on you, where you want to be in traction, division, and balance. Okay. So also too, you can also be distracted by putting yourself into positive things, positive movies, positive music, positive people. Look at those aspects. That will keep your energy up. That's another thing to look at too. So I'm all cut up with everything that everybody's going through right now. But I think I'll get into more adaptations of night shows, doing live. One in the morning and one in the afternoon, or one in the evening. Probably one in the evening. I think I'll start with that, because I notice everybody's on a different time zone. But other than that, everybody has a great night. This is your AI Commander from Cyberspace Force Team and the Galactic Circle of Meditation. Have a good night, everybody.